Taking the conversation further about key ideas of focus for successful commercialization is Keith Vodrazka, who is now Director of Business Development at Talipot U.S. Services. After serving as many years as technical and commercial roles with Cool Planet, Bayer Crop Science, Chemtura, Arista, and Plant Impact, Keith brings a wealth of experience from big multinationals to small startup companies in understanding and their shared challenges of moving innovations to market. Keith, welcome to the show.
Well, first, I'd really like to say thanks to AgriAuthority for the opportunity to present to this group. The greatest challenges are how you're going to allocate the resources and capabilities that you have on your team as well as in your company. The reason I bring this up is no matter whether I've worked for very large multinational companies or a startup that's composed of only a few people, it's always a question of how do you take the resources and the capabilities of your team and decide how you're going to use those to achieve your goals and bring your product down the path to commercialization. Part of that, dovetails right into your go-to-market strategy. That helps you, focus those resources on what you want to achieve in which markets. So a go-to-market strategy, developing one that's clear but also has some flexibility, that's really critical. It's not, strategy to me is always a question of what direction am I going and do I have the discipline to stick to it? Really, it's about understanding what is the market like today, where is it going, what are the future trends that are going to affect the development of the market, and where will my product launch into those future markets. And then the third thing would be what commercial partners do I think best fit the way to allocate my resources, the go-to-market strategy that I've developed, which partners fit with that. I think it's very easy to come up with a great idea and concept, and then all of a sudden you run into multiple barriers and complexities, and all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, well, how is this great idea going to make it to market? I think first and foremost, understanding how well does this product fit the market, not only today, but the market that's evolving of tomorrow. Being selective about those markets so that you can focus, again, going back to how you use resources and the talents of your team and how you develop a strategy goes back to, have I clearly identified these are the markets, and it may be fewer rather than big markets with a lot of players in it. You might have more success by focusing on markets where this is a great fit, the rates work, the formulation is ideal, the ease of use is there, it's easy to get registration. Sometimes it's easier to go into those markets and establish success before you try to tackle something that's got a lot more barriers and challenges and a lot more competition. It's easy these days to find somebody that's developed a concept in a lab. It's really a lot of them out there, a lot of great ideas, but there's a real big reality check. A lot of times when, you've got people that aren't real familiar with agriculture, with the markets, with the desire to be more sustainable, and the barriers that those can create for people in getting to the market. It's not really well understood by people that haven't been in agriculture for long enough to understand what those challenges and barriers are. For a small company like the one I work for, you have to get some outside help. When we have really good strengths and capabilities on our team, the reason we formed the team we had, for instance, is because each of us had a strength to bring to the team. There are things that you need to outsource in order to somebody who has expertise. And I'll just say AgriAuthority is one of those who has certain strengths in areas and capabilities that we don't have internally. So a lot of times you've got to go find, a reliable partner, business partner in the market that has a strength in that area so that they can help you get there much faster than if you were trying to do it yourself. I'll give an example for us as a company. Let's say in the seed treatment world, you have to do seed safety testing. Well, most companies don't have that capability internally. It makes a whole lot more sense for getting there faster to go resource or to outsource that to a third party that has expertise there. Well, let me just say thanks again to the Agri-Authority team and to the opportunity to share from my experience on the barriers that are out there. There's obviously more, but there's three key ones I think I've experienced. And I think there's a tremendous amount of opportunity out there in the market today to develop new products, to develop new solutions that will achieve, greater profitability for the grower and the customer, as well as, sustainability. So it's an exciting time to be a part of the market and to be a part of the effort to bring new innovations to that market.